or they're not even familiar with all these other
Yeah, like she's like,
there.
oh, they shouldn't ban TikTok. Like, ma'am, you do know that TikTok could be used as spyware to spy on us. Fine.
You saw the video she came out with that, like, oh,
Yeah, I don't really care what she said. I feel like
like, don't get me wrong, the Restriction Act that they're trying to pass, I heard that
that's messed up.
It's very
Yes.
intrusive.
Yes.
I think they're able to basically control all your information, right?
Yes. So
and see anything that you're doing.
If you want to criticize anything, criticize the act that's being passed, where it's like you can't even download VPN.
Yeah, that's another thing.
The thing about that act, that Restriction Act, is that our elected leaders are so unaware of how technology works that a lobbyist can just show up to their thing, say, "Oh, VPN, you could download, explicit stuff about children," and they could be like, "What? We can't have that. Well, we can't have that, Jimmy."
Yeah. So it makes
all it takes.
Does China have the same thing where they don't allow? I mean, I think they do allow.
Of course,
right?
No. China.
They have the China firewall, right?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure there's people that use a VPN to get around with that.
Yeah,
but there's jail time, I think, for that as well.
Yeah,
I might be wrong.
China's not a democracy. You know what I mean? China's or a constitution.
What I'm trying to say is that it seems like we're going towards that direction.
Well, that's the thing, right? Yeah. People are saying that in the future, as we continue to keep butting heads with China, for us to beat China, do we have to become like China? Because the freedoms that we have here can be exploited by what's the word I'm looking for? Adversaries.
Yeah.
And used to give them feedback. Whereas opposed to over there, everything's on lockdown, so nobody can just walk in and give feedback to the adversaries.
Holy shit! I never thought about that theory, man.
No, it's something that's kind of frightening. Where it's like China has cameras everywhere and they can see what everybody's doing.
Yeah.
And there's no Fourth Amendment where you have the right to privacy and all that stuff. You get what I mean? So they can kind of like just make sure everybody's on top of things.
So do you think that's the right way to go, or?
That's the thing. Right now, it's just freedom versus authoritarianism.
Yeah.
And